Hello and welcome once again to another edition of Elections Unlocked, your primetime destination this election season. The big story this evening is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has declared its second list of 72 candidates in Delhi, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal, Karnataka, MP, Maharashtra, Telangana, Tripura, Uttarakhand and Dhamanandu. Some of the big names who've been featured in this list: Manoharlal Khattar is going to contest from Karnal, the former Haryana Chief Minister. Piyush Goyal from Mumbai North will be contesting Lok Sabha election first time. There you've got Nitit Gatkari from Nagpur, Pankaja Munde, daughter of the late Gopinath Munde from Bid, Basavaraj Bomai, former Karnataka Chief Minister from Haveri, Anurag Thakur from Hamirpur. The big story also coming in is that in a state like Karnataka, 10 of the sitting MPs have been dropped out of the 20 seats named. So lots to talk about as we look at that list. Let's then get a word from our correspondents on that big story. So how should we read the second list of the BJP that's come out? 72 candidates spread out in some key states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, and some big names also. Nitit Gatkari, Piyush Goyal from North Mumbai, Nitit Gatkari from Nagpur, Manoharlal Khattar, Haryana Chief Minister from, former Haryana Chief Minister from Karnal. Lots of changes also, especially in the state of Karnataka, to some extent Maharashtra, and only one sitting MP being chosen in Delhi. So amidst all this change, what is the big message coming out from that BJP list? Joining me now, Paulomi Saha. She tracks the BJP for us. Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai Bureau Chief and Senior Editor, and Nagarjun Dwarkanath, our Bangalore Bureau Chief. Appreciate all of you joining us. I'm going to come to you, Nagarjun, for a moment first, because Bengaluru, Karnataka, list of 10 new names. Shobha Karanlaje also being shifted from Chikmagaluru to contest from Bangalore North. What's the message? Anant Hegde dropped, Naveen Katil dropped, Pratap Simha dropped. Lots of controversial characters out of this list. What's the message?
In fact, Rajdeep, it's a bit of confusion between the state unit, the Sangh, as well as the High Command. And that's the reason why many of them are dropped. While the Sangh wanted Katil to continue, but the party didn't want Katil to continue for his dismal performance in the assembly polls as the president of the BJP party, as well as his lack of leadership, is what the Karyakartas say. And Pratap Simha also was boiled in a controversy recently in the parliament attack, and that's the reason the party was embarrassed, is what they feel. So, and the state unit also was against. So, a lot of issues in terms of dropping the 10 names, not just the Karyakartas, but whoever made the party uncomfortable and had no leadership were also dropped. Shobha Karanlaje now has been accommodated in Bangalore North, dropping DV Sadananda Gowda, and a new Bilava phase has got the Udupi Chikmagalur seat. But right now, most likely, there will be repercussions of these 10 being dropped in their own seats.
So what you're saying is that the central leadership has looked at the mood of the Karyakartas and looked at candidates who may be interpreted as controversial, changed them, some of whom, as you said, their performance may be subpar. All of this, of course, coming, remember, less than a year after the BJP suffered a loss and a defeat in Karnataka. Basavaraj Bomai, interestingly, Chief Minister then, is now a candidate from Haveri. Let's turn from there to you, Sahil Joshi in Mumbai. The big story coming in from there is Nitin Gatkari is getting his ticket. There was speculation with Uddhav Thackeray saying if you don't get a ticket, always hop over and join the Shiv Sena, but he's getting his ticket. Piyush Goyal, Bombay North, going to contest Lok Sabha for the first time. What's the message coming in there from Maharashtra? Pankaja Munde is also going to contest from Bid.
Well, Rajdeep, I was looking at the list once again before, I come on the show and express what I actually thought looking at the list. I could clearly see that the BJP is playing very safe in Maharashtra. The first 20 names declared by the BJP contains most of the names which were predictable. Nitin Gadkari is repeated again. All the cabinet ministers, in fact, are repeated. Nitin Gadkari, Rao Saheb Danve, Bharti Pawar, Kapil Patil, all these ministers have been given ticket again. Piyush Goyal has now been accommodated in Mumbai, and that is also from the safest seat, I can say, in the whole Maharashtra. Last time, this North Mumbai seat, even against Urmila Matondkar, BJP won by getting almost 77% of the votes total polled in North Mumbai. So Piyush Goyal has been given a safe seat. The seats where the BJP had changed the candidates, even there BJP has chosen the candidates which are either safe or the son or the daughter of the former member of parliament. Like Sudhir Mungantiwar, the minister in Maharashtra cabinet, has been given ticket instead of Hansraj Ahir, former MOS Home, who lost his seat in 2019. He has not been repeated again, whereas Sudhir Mungantiwar has been elevated to Lok Sabha and been given ticket from Chandrapur. I can see Raksha Khadse, despite Eknath Khadse shifting from BJP to NCP Sharad Pawar, Raksha Khadse has been repeated. And most importantly, Pankaja Munde has now finally been accommodated. She lost her assembly election in 2019. She was waiting in the wings whether she will be accommodated in Vidhan Parishad or maybe Rajya Sabha, but finally she has been asked to contest the Bid seat, and it's a message to the OBC community that their leader, daughter of Gopinath Munde, is finally been accommodated, because Pankaja Munde was the leader. She's been touring the state and giving.
In fact, that's the point I was going to make. There's a strong OBC presence in this list. There is also greater, as you said, continuity compared to Karnataka. Karnataka, there's total disruption. Maharashtra, strong men and strong women, including sitting ministers, have been given their tickets. And one final word on Nitin Gatkari. Was it a storm in a teacup to even expect that Nitin Gatkari could be dropped? Was that just plain mischief that Uddhav Thackeray had played? A quick answer.
No, I don't think that it was a plain mischief. It was a deliberate mischief, what I can say. Because Nitin Gadkari not appearing in the first list of the BJP itself is big in Maharashtra, because Nitin Gadkari is a former BJP chief, and everybody knew that even in the seat distribution, Nagpur is going to go with the BJP. The reason the BJP tried to give during the first list that the seat distribution among Mahayuti hasn't happened, and that's why Nagpur seat wasn't declared. Even today, the seat distribution among Mahayuti has not happened, but despite that, Nitin Gadkari has been given ticket and announced in the list of Maharashtra. And lastly, one final line. Poonam Mahajan's name still doesn't appear in the list. Only 3 seats which BJP won last time in 2019, their name, the candidate's name is not appearing. North Central Mumbai, from where Poonam Mahajan won in 2014 and 19, her name is still not declared. So that is some new things, or unexpected things are expected in the coming list. Possibility of the new things. Yes.
Okay, we'll wait and see. But Maharashtra, the BJP playing much safer than they are in Karnataka. That's the big news that's coming in from Maharashtra. Let's go from there to Paulomi Saha to give us the big picture. Paulomi, what's the big picture? If I were to ask you to sum up this BJP second list, is it all about winnability, or is it also about sending out messages to certain groups or certain states that if you don't deliver, we will bring in a new generation of karyakartas if necessary?
Well, 2 factors, as far as the BJP is concerned. One is, of course, the winnability factor. I've been maintaining this from the first list itself, which seemed like a very relatively safe list, as opposed to, say, for instance, when we look at the Karnataka list of 20 seats in this second bunch, you feel like, the BJP, while having performed so well, only from that one specific southern state of Karnataka in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, has been brutal in its selection and choice of candidates. But winnability is the factor. If you've set yourself such a steep target of 370 for yourself, you'll focus on winnability purely. And then, of course, there's a mix of bringing in the old war horses as well. Manoharlal Khattar or Basavaraj Bomai, who've been, of course, accommodated because of various reasons. And then, of course, bringing in a lot of fresh faces as well, as far as, and young faces as well, as far as these elections are concerned. So you're focusing on bringing in a mix right now. So it's not going to be just the war horses that you've always depended on, or, you're trying to effect a generational shift, if you may, as far as BJP's politics is concerned.
So, there's an element of continuity and change. Old war horses, Manoharlal Khattar, for example, removed as Chief Minister yesterday, accommodated in Karnal as a candidate. So clearly still enjoys the trust of Prime Minister Modi. I repeat, they were co-pracharaks together in the 1980s. Paulomi Saha, appreciate you, Sahil and Nagarjun joining us from the different states. I want to now turn to Pradeep Gupta. Chairman and MD Axis My India, ace pollster, someone who tracks winnability and other issues very closely. Pradeep, what's the big message you're seeing from this BJP list? In a Karnataka, the BJP goes and drops half of its sitting MPs, at least those who've been given tickets so far. In Maharashtra, less so. In Delhi, out of 7 candidates, 6 are new faces. Is there a messaging? Is the BJP looking closely at report cards and looking at winnability above all else? Or is it just effecting a generational change?
So Rajdeep, thank you for inviting me. So there are 3-4 highlighting which I can read. Let's start with Delhi. In Delhi, as you mentioned, except Manoj Tiwari, all the MPs, sitting MPs has been changed. And what is my sense goes, during the MCD election, which had last, except East Delhi, which is Gautam Gambhir, and Northeast Delhi, which is Manoj Tiwari, all 5 MPs has performed very badly as far as the outcome of MCD election goes. That's number one. And that is the precisely reason why all of them has changed. And of course, Rambir Biduri is for a different reason. You know that, unparliamentary language used in parliament. That is one. Secondly, looking who has been given the ticket. These Yogendra Chandelia and Harsh Malhotra, both of them are ex-mayor of respective East Delhi. Harsh Malhotra and Yogendra is from North Delhi. Considering the assembly election ahead next year, BJP has tried and bring these locals into the forefront, because BJP Delhi MPs are like a local, when it comes to the MCD election or the assembly election. So this is the message clear in case of Delhi. Now coming to the Uttarakhand. Now, in Uttarakhand also, Anil Baluni, Rajya Sabha member and BJP's media in charge, has been given ticket from Garhwal. And Triveni Singh Rawat, the ex-chief minister of Uttarakhand, has been given the ticket. Now, here is the message. Till now, considering the BJP first list and the second list, BJP has given ticket to 5 former chief ministers who were chief minister during 2019 and 18, elections. Now, the question is why? And these are very senior ones. And what I can read in a very simplistic manner is that in all these states, whether the Uttarakhand or the Tripura or the Madhya Pradesh or except the Karnataka, now Haryana also, everywhere the new faces has given the responsibility of chief minister, and when these 2 senior or 2 taller leader, I mean there is a sense of uncomfortness. So you're saying that the senior leaders who are chief ministers like a Shivraj Singh Chauhan or indeed a Manoharlal Khattar are being elevated in a way to the Lok Sabha, and a new generation is being brought into the Vidhan Sabhas as chief ministers. So they can work freely. Here is the underlining point. They can work freely. Then only they can make some difference in the governance and so-called governance, because even Triveni Singh Rawat. Yeah, but explain to me why Karnataka is the one state where they've dropped almost half their MPs. Is that where they fear, therefore, that anti-incumbency? Or is it that, you need at some stage to find new faces in states where you may not be as dominant as you are in North India? Again, Karnataka, because BJP lost very badly the recent assembly election held last year. And that is also playing in the role that if you don't perform during whether it's assembly election or for that matter municipality important election like MCD, you have to face the music. That is the clear-cut message in Karnataka also. Now coming to Maharashtra, as already our friend Sahil Joshi has explained everything. Sudhir Mungetiwar is the forest minister in the present Maharashtra government, which has been given Chandrapur seat. That's the only seat. BJP lost badly in Chandrapur, and that is the reason why, and given the ticket to Sudhir Mungetiwar, he is from the Vidarbha region, to try and make some kind of difference in the outcome.
And there I
won
see
the Congress seat.
Yeah, and there I see a strong.
Passed away.
I see a strong OBC also input and push there. But as you said, this is a very strong this is like a report card. And
Yes.
those who have performed are being retained. Those who have not have been pushed out. And you are also giving some of the older leaders a chance to enter the Lok Sabha after they've almost been forcibly retired or voluntarily retired from the Vidhan Sabha. So it's an interesting mix. One last point, yes.
One more thing, and if you see the ticket of Pragya Thakur from Bhopal, Rambir Vidudi, and that to Parvez Verma in West Delhi, he's been denied ticket purely on account of unparliamentary language used
And I can
by
include,
them
I
in
can
the
add,
past.
and I can add to what you have said, Anand Hegde, someone who a few days
Yes.
ago said that the
Yes.
constitution of the country will be changed. So all those making controversial statements have suddenly found themselves on the back foot and being eased out. Pratap Simha was also controversial after that attack that took place in Parliament. He's been replaced by a member of the Wodiyar family, the royal family of Mysore. So clearly the BJP is doing a lot of micromanaging of this election seat by seat. But Pradeep Gupta, as always, a pleasure having you on the show. We'll keep having you right through this election season. Thank you so much, Pradeep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congress party did today. The main opposition party has given what it calls its next guarantee, this time to women. The Congress today promised direct cash transfer of 1 lakh rupees every year to women from the poorest families. The promise is similar to its Nyay pledge of 2019 that offered 72,000 rupees a year. They've also promised that 50% of jobs now created in central governments will go to women. The Narendra Modi government too has an initiative called the Lakpati Didi scheme that's aimed at rural women. Clearly, women are becoming a key factor in this election. Every party framing welfare schemes for them. Take a look.
हर गरीब महिला को सीधे बैंक अकाउंट में हिंदुस्तान की सरकार साल के 1 लाख रुपए देगी.
The Congress rounds off its series of Nyay guarantees with its biggest election pledge. The principal opposition party has made 5 promises to women. Mahalakshmi scheme that will transfer 1 lakh rupees a year to one woman per poorest of poor families. 50% quota for women in central government recruitments. Doubling of central government's contribution to wages of Asha, Anganwadi and midday meal workers. One Adhikar Maitri or councillor in every panchayat to spread awareness among women about the schemes and rights available to them. And ensure there is at least one hostel for working women in every district. These will be named after 19th century social reformer and educationalist Savitribai Phule.
हिंदुस्तान की हर गरीब महिला को सीधे बैंक अकाउंट में हिंदुस्तान की सरकार साल के 1 लाख रुपए देगी. दूसरा ऐतिहासिक काम, सरकारी वैकेंसीज में, सरकारी जॉब्स में महिलाओं को 50% आरक्षण. हमारी सरकार आएगी, इंडिया की सरकार आएगी.
With women along with the youth emerging as decisive factors in elections, every party is trying to meet their aspirations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Independence Day speech last year had launched the Lakpati Didi scheme that aims to make women from villages Lakpatis.
मेरा सपना है 2 करोड़ लखपति दीदी बनाने का, गांव में 2 करोड़ लखपति दीदी बनाने का.
The initiative aims to train women in self-help groups so that they can start micro-enterprises. The drive's objective is to help rural women earn income of at least 1 lakh rupees per annum per household.
अब तक हम 1 करोड़ बहनें लखपति दीदी बन चुकी है. अब इस बजट में हमने लखपति दीदी बनाने के लक्ष्य को और बढ़ा दिया है. अब 2 करोड़ के बजाय 3 करोड़ बहनों को लखपति दीदी बनाया जाएगा।
Modi's guarantees versus Congress Nyay guarantees. Guarantee has become the buzzword for Mission 2024. Bureau Report, India Today.
That's all we could pack in this edition of Elections Unlocked. Thanks for watching. News and updates continue on the other side of the break. Keep watching India Today. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind. Namaskar.